Skipper. This way. Come. Gather round. Next, let's delve into the intriguing world of surrealism with one of my favourite paintings here in the museum. It goes by the name Ethereal Reflections. No, mouth breather, to the back, go. You must not damage the painting with your hot breath. Thank you. And we continue. As I was saying, Ethereal Reflections is a masterpiece that has puzzled art enthusiasts and critics alike. The painting's origins remain shrouded in mystery, and no one knows for certain who the artist truly is. It is as if the painting itself emerged from the depths of the subconscious, awaiting to be discovered by the world. It explores the essence of surrealism through the portrayal of a captivating human subject. Surrealism often seeks to transcend the boundaries of reality. This portrait exemplifies that intention through its dreamlike and enigmatic qualities. Write this down. As we observe the painting, we are immediately drawn to the subject's face, which seem to emanate a sense of mystery and introspection. As you can see here, take a look. The artist's technique in painting the facial features in a remarkably detailed and realistic way, it draws us into the portrait here. However, as we explore further, we encounter the challenge of our rational understanding. For example, the subject's hair morphs into wisps of clouds emerging into the vastness of the night sky. This, with the scale and transformation, it blurs the lines between the individual and the universe itself, suggesting a connection with something greater than ourselves. Yes, the eyes. I know you all noticed the eyes. The eyes of the subject hold a profound gaze, as if peering beyond the surface of reality. Now, in surrealism, eyes often symbolize insight and the ability to perceive the world beyond appearances. Here, they seem to invite us to delve deeper into the subconscious, urging us to question the nature of our very existence. The background is a surreal landscape where the horizon blends with the water and peculiar objects float freely in the air. This juxtaposition, write that down, elements around the different realms reinforces the dream-like quality of the painting and reflects the human desire to explore the unconscious mind. Surreal artists often used symbolism to convey hidden meanings, and this is no exception. No exception, of course. The merging of the human and the natural elements, may represent the interconnectedness of all living beings with nature and the cosmos. The portrait becomes a mirror of the subject's inner world, transcending the mere representation of physical appearance. Now, do any of you have any questions for me about ethereal reflections? I know you are all here for an art class. Okay, so sure to ask all the questions while I'm here. Right, good. Yes. So you are curious about the use of realistic facial features and the contrast of the dream-like background. Very astute, good question. Okay. Now, pay attention. Back there talking, stop talking. By rendering the subject's facial features with meticulous detail and realism, the artist establishes a sense of familiarity and relatability with the viewer. This connection into the subject allows the viewer to engage emotionally with the portrait, as if the subject can be someone they know or relate to someone in their life. Personally, of course, I don't know this person. They lived a life far from mine, but I can't help but feel a kinship, as if everything I'm going through went through. They see me, they understand me, they relate, they sympathize. On the other hand, the dreamlike background, and these surreal elements, they challenge the viewer's conventional understanding of reality itself. The merging of the clouds with the subject's hair, as I mentioned earlier, the floating objects in the background, all of it, it introduces a sense of wonder, mystery. This juxtaposition, that's that word again, juxtaposition, asks the viewer to question the boundary between what is real and what is not, blurring again the lines between the conscious and the subconscious. Do you see a pattern here? Write that down. This deliberate contrast between the realistic and the surreal elements invites the viewer to explore the deeper layers of the artwork. It encourages contemplation and introspection. As the viewer navigates the shifting boundaries between reality and the realm of dreams and imagination, ultimately, this interplay between realism and surrealism allows the painting to transcend the limits of traditional portraiture, opening up new avenues of interpretation and emotion. connection to the viewer. I hope that answers your question. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Questions? Yes. So you're curious about the subject's striking gaze. What emotions it's meant to convey? Yes, okay. Of course. So it is all subjective, but I will tell you how I interpret it. Yes? The subject's gaze to me appears contemplative and introspective. The intensity of their eyes seems to suggest a deep sense of self-awareness and a connection to something beyond the physical realm. This contemplative gaze invites the viewer to peer into the subject's inner world, as if the subject is on a journey of self-discovery and self-reflection and all that. Yes, the expression on the subject's face is enigmatic and once again open to interpretation. For me, when I first gazed upon it, it evoked a sense of tranquility and serenity, suggesting a moment of inner peace and spiritual introspection. Alternatively, the expression could also convey a subtle hint of longing, a yearning, as if the subject is searching for something intangible or beyond their immediate grasp. The artist's portrayal of the subject's emotions is intentionally ambiguous, yes, leaving room for multiple interpretations, right? And this ambiguity is a characteristic of many surrealist artworks, encouraging the viewer to bring their own experiences and emotions into it. So each viewer might perceive different emotions and thoughts in the same artwork. Anyone else feel those emotions from this piece? Any emotions? Yes? Ah, you hinted sadness. Interesting. Yes. Good point. Now, for the eyes. The subject's eyes appear to hold a certain depth and wisdom, as if they can see into the hidden corners of the mind and soul. This quality of insight aligns with the surrealist belief in tapping into the subconscious and exploring the mysteries of the human psyche. So, by emphasizing the subject's eyes in this way, the artist encourages the viewer to engage with the portrait on a more intimate level, right? And the viewer becomes the participant in the subject's journey, as if they are invited to look beyond the physical appearance and connect the subject's inner thoughts and emotions. Surrealism often sought to reveal hidden truths and challenge conventional perceptions of reality through the subject's eyes, of course. And I feel as though this painting is meant to invite the viewer to question the nature of existence, truly, and explore the deeper meaning of life, really. There's just so much that you get from this single painting. It's astounding. It's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. Anyone else? Questions? Anyone else? Come on now. Oh, you still have the chance? Okay. So you'd like to know more about the composition and the significance of the colour. Right. Okay. As we know, colours are often intentional. This artist employs a vibrant and bold colour palette to invoke heightened emotional response in the viewer. The use of bold colours enhances the dreamlike and otherworldly atmosphere of the painting, immersing us into the surreal landscape. The intense oranges, the fiery reds, the lush greens here. It creates a sense of energy, adding to the overall feeling of mystery and intrigue. The colours seem to radiate a certain intensity, drawing the viewer's attention to different elements within the artwork. Notice here, it's like a line that points down to this corner, and this brushstroke here flows, and it's like a line pointing, bringing your eyes to this corner over here, and then this right here, the swoop, the clouds, and the swoop, it brings your eyes back up to the top, and so forth and so on. And it's in this triangle sort of, right? You see that? Additionally, the contrast between the bright and the vivid colours of the background with the more subdued tones of the subject's face here emphasises the subject's significance within the composition. It highlights the subject's centrality and draws the viewer's gaze towards the focal point of the painting. Inside of this triangle you see here, so that you notice and you're drawn to the perplexing expression of the subject. Bold colours also contribute to the emotional impact by heightening the overall sense of wonder, fascination, and even a touch of uncertainty. The vivid palette engages the viewer's emotions, inviting them to explore the artwork more deeply, and to connect with the subjects in a world on an emotional level, right? Truly a work of art. Truly. Any other questions? Back there, over there? Nope. Okay. I suppose I've been rambling on. The artist, no. As I had mentioned earlier, if you were listening, the artist is unknown. We have no idea who the subject is either. Some art historians, believe that ethereal reflections might be the work of a reclusive painter who chooses to remain anonymous, distancing themselves from the limelight. Others suggest that the artist could have been an unconventional visionary, someone who defied societal stay anonymous, away from the fame of it all. Others say that they were perhaps a nomad, wandering the world in search of inspiration, while others imagine a secluded life in a hidden cottage deep within the forest. Some even suggest that the artist was an explorer of dreams, that this was a self-portrait, and they were delving into the realms of the subconscious to retrieve the surreal visions found here. As for the motivation behind the painting, once again, speculation about it. Some art critics surmise that ethereal reflections was a visual representation of the artist's emotional journey. The painting might have served as a cathartic release of those emotions, a way for the unknown artist to communicate their innermost turmoil and desires without revealing their true identity. Regardless of the uncertainties surrounding the artist's identity and motivations and such, it captivates the art world with its surreal beauty. The enigmatic gaze of the subject continues to draw viewers in, inviting them to interpret the painting's meaning through their own experiences and reflections. And so, ethereal reflections stands as a testament to the allure of the unknown. A painting that transcends its creator's identity and becomes a canvas for the viewer's imagination. As art enthusiasts ponder the mystery of this masterpiece, it reminds us that the beauty of art lies not only in its creation, but also in the limitless possibilities of interpretations that it offers. Many guests come through here and leave crying from epiphanies that they find within the painting, questions they've been asked of themselves after viewing it, gazing into it. In the end, I believe whoever it was who painted this is trying to tell us to embrace the complexities of our emotions, to look beyond the surface. And I could go on and on about this one, but we must cut it here, because I know you all have limited time, somewhere to be, right? Shall we move on to the realism? Or we may go to the Fauvism part. Yes? Okay. This way, everyone, this way. Come on, come on, come on.